Those Toro team, one of the many things going to make them tough come playoff time. One, they've got two outstanding starting pitchers in Tyler Brashears, who I saw throw a spin. I think that would have been out of here. That's home field advantage if I ever saw it.
That big 3 RBI double in the 4th. He's 2 for 2 on the day.
El Toro team, one of the many things going to make them tough come playoff time. One, they've got two outstanding starting pitchers in Tyler Brashears, who I saw throw a spin at Fresno State and is a fine, fine number 2.
Yes,
but
he was.
This is the number 7 hitter in the lineup.
Excuse me, swing by Conby, and the ball gets away, but he is thrown out for out number 2 here in the 6th as the wind howls again after the VR at bat.
And just the leading RBI guy hitting 6th, Conby hitting 7th, Logan Roberts, pretty good stick hitting 8th. You know, good. I think they're missing the boat here with the Chargers.
It's a formula for 4th. Is the 4th inning produced 4 doubles for El Toro and those 5 runs. Relief for the Dana Hills Dolphins, who's settled in and shut down, and that is a nasty off-speed pitch to finish off the El Toro Chargers. 1-2-3 here in the 6th, back-to-back strikeouts. On to the bottom of the 6th inning, El Toro leading at 5-3 on the Cox 3 game of the volleyball.
Water polo, and there's even every once in a while a little singing. Oh, wait a minute. Well,
tune in just to see if that ever happens.
And he had
1 for 2,
yeah,
double.
He had a critical double in that 4th inning as well.
And was knocked the fence down with that double back in the 4th inning. That was the 5th run in that inning for the El Toro Chargers.
And he's a lot better hitter than that going. And then that's your 9 hitter, folks.
It's a high fly. It's going to drop.
Can you imagine the requirements to, and someday when he's Senator Shea or somewhat important person in the business world, remember that Paul Westphal said nice things about you.
This one to center field. They're waiting and waiting, and making the out is Jeff Mather. 1 out in the top of the 7th here for the El Toro Chargers. Gavin Collins now standing in. Popped out to right in the 1st, hit into a double play in the 3rd. Popped out in the 4th.
At the risk of jinxing the young man, you know, Grant Dyer has pitched really well.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in relief of Nick Carter and in the 5th inning, and he's allowed just the 1 single. He struck out 3, and he's been sharp. Oh.
It's a good look at Mike Gonzalez there down the 3rd baseline. Mike and his coaches, Ryan Brucker. There's another pop fly. This one into right center. And there to make the play is Trevor Scott for out number 2. Mentioned some of the coaches, though. We talked about Bob Flint for El Toro. Played for Bob Flint.
And Mike Wood was on that 2008 championship team. And then, of course, that was the team that top seed Redlands East Valley.
Dan James, excuse me, swing down to short. And 1-2-3 go the El Toro Chargers in the 7th inning. 3 more outs left for Dana Hills to try to get back into this one. They're trailing at 5-3 on the Cox 3 game of the week.
5-run inning started in the 4th, and lo and behold, they're up again. James 5 spot for the Chargers. Hop up on the infield. Dyer says, I got this one measured, and he makes the catch. The rare F1 put out. 1 down here in the 5th.
Well, Grant gets tested right away on the mound and his defense.
Here's Matt Chapman. Chapman has struck out and walked. Swing and a miss, and a good fastball from Dyer. Grant making his 7th appearance of the year. 0-2. He has pitched 20 1/3 innings. Struck out 10, 8 walks. Another pop-up, this one into short right field. And an easy play for Nick Shea. And there's 2 quick outs for Dyer here in the 5th.
Yeah, Grant Dyer not having to work too hard entering this game. Throwing about 5 pitches and getting 2 outs.
Exactly.
And this is these are the 2, 3, 4 hitters in this El Toro lineup.
Mitchell Tolman hits a ground ball, gloved by Maris, wheels and fires, and good hustle by Tolman as he beat the throw, but what a nice effort by Maris.
Boy,
but Tolman gets an infield single.
Yeah, that's a single. Look at the job by Maris. He had to spinorama this ball. First he had to range all the way towards second, drops it, spins, throws, and still almost gets him by. Boy, if he doesn't lose that ball and have to track it down, that might have been a spectacular out to end the inning.
Here's Ryan Joyce. Ryan's had a tough time of it so far. 2 strikeouts on the afternoon. We've got Tolman with speed at first with 2 down. Perhaps Coach Gonzalez might put a little play on here. Joyce takes a fastball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mentioned the 1909 Detroit Tiger uniforms, Dana Hills Dolphins, the replicas they're wearing. The caps also, you might notice, you're used to seeing the big build caps. You'll notice that on the Chargers teams and everybody else, but it's got the tiny bill on them.
Fortunately, they don't have 1909 gloves on, which were slightly bigger than your hand.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Pitch in the dirt, good job by Choi to block it. In fact, even back then, and those of you that are much younger than I, they used to leave their gloves in the field when they ran in for the next inning, which I always thought was one of the strangest customs ever. I mean, it was a long time before they started taking their gloves in. For the life of me, I can't imagine why you would leave it out there. Ooh, and Joyce tomahawks one foul.
Those were way before the days of sponsorships, names on your gloves,
shoe deals,
bobbleheads.
Yes, exactly right.
It was like those were still the backyard days.
2-2 on the way. Ground ball, foul. No,
It's fair.
no, I thought that was foul.
Boy,
It looked foul to me, but it looked like maybe Coach Gonzalez was trying to sell that one a little bit.
Well, it certainly. I was watching. I said that ball hit on the inside of the chalk. So I don't know.
Tolman still looking over at coaching staff.
And Mike Gonzalez was sending his guy, Tolman.
Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 down here. We're in the top of the 5th. And Joyce is getting his money's worth on this at bat. That's about the 3rd pitch that he has just jumped on, but fouled it straight back.
Grant Dyer retires the first 2 in about 5 pitches, and now.
Yeah, he's having to work hard against Mr. Joyce. Dyer checks Tolman, who's got a pretty good lead there at first. And yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought he's straying a bit too far for my taste. And Dyer felt the same way and fires it over there just to shorten that lead a little bit. Paul Westfall, Gordon Spencer, glad you could be with us on a lovely day for baseball. There goes Tolman. Oh, no, he bluffed, and Choi fires it down there and nearly got him. Tolman kind of bluffed a steal and was a little bit casual getting back to first base.
Yeah, if Choi fires that thing down right away, he's got him.
Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Tolman will be running with 2 out. And there he goes, and here's the payoff pitch, and it's in there on the inside corner for strike 3. Joyce goes down looking this time. 3 strikeouts for Ryan Joyce on the afternoon. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Our score in this South Coast League battle, it's El Toro 5 and Dana Hills 2. It's the Cox 3 Sports Game of the Week.
1-1 pitch. With a runner on, this one launched into left field, deep into the corner. What a grab by the left fielder, Grant Dyer. He tracked that ball all the way, and that was a long, long out recorded.
I tell you what, that ball was hammered by number 26, Jeremy Alvarado. But let's watch the defensive effort by Grant Dyer. I mean, this is what you do in practice. You have somebody hit fungos against that wall. He never slows down. And there really is no warning track out there, so you're not stepping on, you know, crushed brick knowing that you're close to the fence. You just have to really be aware. So, boy, kudos to Grant Dyer for so far the defensive play of the game. And that's where, you know, if you're Eric Pierce, you kind of look out there and you tip your hat. You just say, thank you.
He's battling the breeze. He's battling the sun. And running away from